Talking about meeting up, I think location distance enables that. So let's say you stay in a different city from your friend.
Hmm.
You can stay in different cities, and maybe getting across to you would take like 3 hours. Maybe you getting across to her would take like 3 hours daily.
Hmm.
Um, and then 3 hours to return. That's about approximately 6 hours. You find out that sometimes you may personally, I may want to have the whole girls hangout thing. Then I calculate how many hours I spend at work.
Hmm.
I work for someone. I work for someone, so I have my work shift. So
Hmm.
I calculate how many hours I get to spend at work, and then get home, take care of things around home, and then I find it really difficult sometimes the entire meetup thing. But I feel like social media has come to bridge a lot of the gap. I'd say WhatsApp precisely, because WhatsApp has made video calls very possible. So I find myself, doing lots of video calls with my friends.
Hmm.
I have this friend who would always call in to show me what she's got with makeup going on. I kind of have some good knowledge on makeup. She'd sometimes call in on video call, like, see what I've got going on. Now she shares her life with me approximately a whole lot. I'd say 80 80%. So I
Hmm.
call her. We don't get to see often, okay? We don't get to see very often, but that doesn't negate the fact that we're friends. I
Hmm.
talk to her. We talk about literally everything: work, family, fashion,
Hmm.
literally everything. But we don't get to see. We barely get to see. Okay?
Hmm.
And it still doesn't stop us from being friends. We
Hmm.
spend all the time we want to spend over the phone thanks to text like WhatsApp. But personally, for me, seeing or not seeing, if you are in that circle that I call friends, I mean, I can imagine sharing my life with everyone on my contact. So I have just a few persons I do that with. Now, if you are one of those persons, I may not get to see you very often, but I'm pretty sure that we keep the communication steady. Could be texts, chats, calls. So for me, I feel like even if I don't get to see you, as long as we communicate often enough to share
Hmm.
things and not one-sided, not me giving all of me out. I want to see you too. I want to hear what you feel about things happening around you, not just about things happening around me. And
Hmm.
with that, I think those few persons, I call them my friends.
Right. So yeah, that's like your lifestyle is different from my lifestyle, and every woman has their needs, their wants in any type of relationship. Um, but as far as just I'm fine with, a friend being, across the country or 3 hours away, 4 hours away, whatever the case may be. But for me, the type of work that I do, I see people like multiple times a day or multiple times a week. And if I want to be vulnerable, like I want to, like I said, that in-person experience is like everything to me. And social media is just, that's a part of my job. So I feel like I'm working. Versus for
Okay.
you, you don't have that lifestyle. So for me, that's why I said for my needs, I vocalize like this is the type of work I do. This is a part of my work. So I feel like I'm working when I'm texting you these long paragraphs. Like that's not sincere to me. That's not personable. I want you to have a part of me. And a part of me is you experiencing my energy, my facial expression, my tone, like all of that encompasses who I am. And you're not really getting that in person. Um, so I mean, if you were like far away and if we at least plan like a girls trip like once a year, I will be fine with that. Or if you say I can't take off because I'm using my vacation day for my significant other. So okay, so what if I come to you because I don't have I have more flexibility and then you take on the lead to plan like where I'm going to be or where we're going to eat. You take on some type of role and we're meeting to make an initiative, but for me, I just need the in-person experience. The phone And also another thing, a lot of people get communication that the translation gets like lost just looking at the screen. And I don't really like that. I don't like that a lot. A lot of people get miscommunication when they're reading a text message, maybe because they just got done with an argument or someone pissed them off and they're kind of reading your message. Like I get that. I'm not gonna say a lot, but enough. Um, yeah, again, I just rather FaceTime. I'll do with the convenience, but in person is like everything to me.
Well, I would love to know what it's like. A couple of years ago, I could run up and do that, but I've got a family now, so I don't know how often I can try that anymore. I remember back in the day, 2 years ago, I used to have this girls' day out with a couple of friends.
Right.
We go swimming, have some drinks, and then everybody goes home. I totally get that thing about feeling the energy directly, not over some screen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, totally, it does feel different. I'm gonna be honest, it feels different, and a girl's thing also gives you time to, do I say be self? No, when it's with your gender, it's entirely different. It's like you're feeling people who watch the feel.
Right.
Okay. So I totally get it. And it's something that if I have the opportunity, yeah, I totally would probably bring my circle, the ones I can be cool friends, the ones I didn't have to be conscious around. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because one thing to be around friends, and I don't need to make sure that I'm wearing the makeup. I'm not out to impress these people. You
Right.
get it? Like I think these people, I don't need so much effort to make them like me, to make them feel me.
It's a
All I have to
familiarity.
just be me, and they just have to be themselves, and we're feeling each other. Okay, that's what the circle should be about. And when it's physical, I must admit it has its own purpose. But when I cannot, I feel like my friend, the person who keeps the communication still, we can meet up face to face. We can meet up in person. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't, you want to let me in on what's up with you, you want to let me in on possibly your relationship, how it's going.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not tell me a lot on the day to day, like, hey, I'm a significant other. We went somewhere like this week. Okay,
Right.
you may spare me up your details, okay? Because I am not willing to give you up those two. I think a
Mm-hmm.
third party is always a third party. That's it. So, but I want us to talk about things. We could talk about fashion, the latest fashion, okay? I know I have a friend that I go shopping with virtually. So
Mm-hmm.
let's say she's at the shop and she puts me on video call like this, and I'm seeing stuff and I help her check out stuff. I think that's you also keeping it as a part of your life. And without us being physically, our friendship is still something to hold on to.
Mm-hmm.